welcome to the Dream Home Grand Finale. Yeah!
Building the dream has been an epic journey.
Gotta make some dreams come true.
Hannah, Johnny, twins.
It all began
You guys are getting your dream home.
when 6 struggling couples
Literally the luckiest people in the world.
got the opportunity of a lifetime.
My jaw's hurting from smiling.
Welcome to Dream Home.
They travelled state to state across Australia.
Feels like a dirty dog. I'm surprised that she lives in it like this, if I'm honest.
Our couples renovating each other's run-down houses.
Rookies are ready.
Rookies are ready to elevate.
The couples got to work, holding nothing back.
We literally demolished 3/4 of their house.
A massive undertaking with everything on the line.
If we lose any more control, we're not even going to have a room finished.
Incredibly stressful.
But
The house is structurally not sound.
it pushed our couples to breaking point and beyond. In an emotional, drama-filled roller coaster.
Our strategy, we need to be selfish.
I obviously play the game.
Don't tell me that I'm yelling and attacking, because
I
I'm
never
not.
said that you were yelling.
You're questioning my character now.
I never said that you were yelling. You didn't even let me finish.
I'm not going to let you finish.
Wowza.
I left my wife in tears. I'm going to blow a gasket.
We'll get through it. Look at us now anyway. You know, leaps and bounds.
Are you for real?
That's up.
I'll be laughing in my pretty bathroom.
Oh, shut up.
However, the renovation results
What? Get out!
have been mind-blowing.
Holy dolly!
Wow. This is the wow we were looking for.
I can't breathe, sorry. It's so good.
This is honestly so much better than I ever could have imagined.
You do deserve this.
You have changed the course of our life, and we're just so deeply grateful.
Can we have a group hug, please?
Now, the top 3 teams have been chosen.
Taylor and Ellie. Reese and Liam. Lara and Peter.
And also for Lara and Peter finishing top of the leaderboard.
Thanks to Bendigo Bank, you have just won yourself $10,000 cash.
It's all been leading to tonight, the grand final.
Let's just see what hellhole we're walking into.
It's go big or go home as they finally build their own dream backyards.
The river will be a really big wow factor.
A river.
There's a river.
But they face an impossible task:
All I can hear in the back of my head is...
to be ready
Wow!
for the grand final reveal.
Holy moly.
Then it's here, the grand final judging,
Hello!
where some couples are out to settle a score.
Sorry.
This is it. The Dream Home Grand Finale.
And my twist will send shockwaves through the competition.
I've decided to shake things up.
You're kidding.
This is making me really nervous now.
We did not see that coming at all.
This is the Dream Home Grand Final. Our top 3 finalists are working across 3 different states with only 7 days to transform their backyards into tropical paradises. But it hasn't been a great start up in New South Wales for married couple Lara and Peter, who haven't been able to access their site since yesterday.
Everyone's attention, please. We are going to have to shut down. I need everyone off site. We've just found asbestos out the back underneath the deck. Everyone's got to go.
Let's just see what hellhole we're walking into.
Hopefully it's not a hellhole.
Today, they've been asked to return to the site, hoping for some good news.
We have had no communication with the boys. We're just driving in blind and have no idea whether the asbestos has been fully removed yet.
Hey guys.
Hey, mate.
Hey, how are you?
Asbestos is all gone. You're now asbestos-free. Yeah.
Safe place to live. Good news is we are asbestos-free. Bad news is we are still extremely, extremely behind.
Losing 2 days has put them well behind, and now they face a tight schedule to catch up.
It is a relief to actually see things moving forward, even though we're really far behind and we should have been at this stage probably a day and a half ago. It could be worse. We could still be removing asbestos.
Before this setback, Lara and Peter were on their way to transforming their backyard into a Mediterranean oasis, complementing the coastal interiors of their new home. They plan to design a deck and alfresco area with an outdoor kitchen, a fire pit, and the centre of the design, a sunken pool at ground level.
For our kids, we will have a mud pit, but that pool has to go in.
Mum, I came first in my swimming race.
Oh my gosh! And if we win, then maybe you can practice swimming in our backyard.
Wait for a pool.
Maybe.
Ooh.
That's going to be a pretty cool thing to watch a pool go in. This is going to be one of the most used items in our house. I'd say this is the new baby that's probably going to be the most loved thing after the dog.
What does that say on the side?
Plum pools, we're getting a pool. Yeah. We did it!
Are you excited?
Yeah.
You're going to have your own pool. You can swim in it whenever you want.
Yeah.
I think when we see it go into its spot, then maybe we feel like we can tick off a box.
Oh, wow. Wow. How cool do you think the pool is? So cool. We get a pool. We get a pool. We get a pool. Hey, hey, come on, Dad, join in. Pool. We got a pool.
We got a pool. Hey, hey, hey.
This whole competition was for that moment there, to say your mum and dad did it. We got a backyard and we got you a pool, and there it is. It's very high out of the ground. Why the hell is it sticking out so much?
She's in, mate.
Yep.
Mostly.
Mostly.
It's a little high, isn't she?
Yes. So when I said if we hit rock, we're going to have a problem, I'm going to have to redesign some things.
Yeah.
And if we hit rock, we're going to have to change everything. That's what we've got.
It's just not the way you picture it, right?
It's the cards we've been given.
Yep.
Landscaper Shannon can't lower the pool any further, so Lara and Peter need to quickly revise their design plan.
So I didn't want it to look like a box that's out of the ground.
They've decided to go with the drop-down edge design, where the pavers extend over a concrete slab and step down.
Does this affect our time?
It's going to hurt.
Until all the landscaping's done, we will not know whether it's going to work or not for the pool.
In Queensland, Reese and Liam are knee-deep in Liam's gigantic backyard.
You don't need a trampoline.
We're trying to incorporate everything throughout this house into that backyard. We want this facade to be transferred into the backyard. We're going with the same crazy pave. We're trying not to go too wild. We want it to be beautiful coastal Scandi.
The brothers are planning to include a deck, pool, outdoor kitchen, cubby house, and a large built-in concrete seat for the fire pit.
This backyard's huge. There's so much going on, but looking pretty good out there. You happy with progress at this point?
The outdoor kitchen cabinets are being installed, the pool is being filled, and they're nearly done shaping their bench seat. They're saving costs by using their own tiling and carpentry skills to build the seat themselves, skipping the expense of hiring a concreter.
I couldn't be a chippy, I'm not lazy enough. I've got a rough idea of what I have to do. Form it all up, you pour the concrete in, and you really hope you did a good job.
Although they may be tradies,
Reese and I aren't concreters.
they're venturing into unfamiliar territory.
3 cube of concrete going in here, mate. It's a lot. Concrete's a really solid, very hard to move thing if you get it wrong.
So we've got to make sure we get it right. Just getting the air bubbles out of the concrete so it all looks smooth. There's a lot on the line. To get the dream home out of it for me is unreal. But we want to take home this 100K for Reese. This is the first time that there's an opportunity to give back to Reese for this whole journey. So there's a lot of stress to make sure that every opportunity in this competition that we make goes to helping him win. Working hard and fighting so we can win Reese the 100K.
While their concrete bench seat dries, they're heading out to equip their Alfresco area with some high-end appliances.
Have you seen this place? Can you smell this place? This is a man's appliance dream store. I think this is the barbecue of the dreams. You know, all of these things, Liam's getting them, but I am stoked about them. Be buying one of these, and one of these, and one of these, and one of these, and one of these.
Heading all the way down to Victoria, Taylor and Ellie are cramming in as much as possible into Ellie's narrow yard.
You can really see where the river is now, the black tarp's down. Nick, what do you think of our river?
The river? It's green.
Yeah, it is. It's fluoro.
I'm getting the backyard now regardless, so I'm focused on the winning part. The winning part is how I take the tip off some of my debt that I now owe Tay and her family. She's sacrificed a lot to be here without any reward, so the whole 100K will go straight to Tay Tay.
Working off the brief of their Scandinavian design interiors, they're constructing an outdoor deck that leads to a ground-level garden featuring a spa, fire pit and alfresco area. They've made a bold decision not to use any grass, instead focusing on their standout river surrounded by fine sand and rocks.
How tranquil is it in here? Natural dirt.
Just leave it like this would be all right when you jump out the spa, wouldn't it?
I think that the river will be a really big wow factor. The suburbs that we've grown up around has been around the Yarra. It was actually a very big part of our childhood, and so the fact that it adds a layer of personality to the backyard is really special and important.
Do we need any turf?
Nah, no turf. Not that kind of backyard. We're not using any turf in Ali's backyard. Ali has a dog. You know, you'd think that they just want to sit on the grass all day, but Bambi is a bit of a scavenger. She can trot in the water. She can lounge around in a nice, cool granitic sand. Like, there's so much for her to do in there.
When Bambi goes swimming in the river, which she will,
yes.
What happens if she claws the pond liner and rips it?
Well, there'll be a hole in it. It'll leak.
How badly?
To the neighbours.
Okay, cool. So don't let Bambi swim in the pond.
Don't let Bambi swim in the pond.
They've made progress in the backyard since yesterday. The timber fence around the spa is up, work on the alfresco roof has started, and they're due to receive their rocks for their river later today. So while Taylor eagerly awaits the delivery, Ellie is moving forward with selecting travertine pavers for the alfresco area and garden steppers.
We want to keep it beigey down there. With only a few days to go, I'm a little bit concerned about the volume of work left to do. All of the plants need to go in, all of the rocks need to go in. I like this travertine grout colour. The pond's not finished, nothing's finished yet.
But there's good news back at base.
Rocks are here. Do you want to have a look?
Yes! These are amazing. Yeah.
We'll hand pick, hand place.
Yeah.
It'll look fantastic. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Go this way.
Seeing the river and the pond take shape and it's looking amazing, it looks so beautiful. Yeah, I like that edge. We have taken a massive risk and it will either pay off or not. I just hope the judges love it as much as we love it. Yeah, love it.
Up in Queensland, Reese is ready for the final push in brother Liam's backyard.
When the pants go up, there's work to be done.
All right, so let's get these forms off, yeah?
Yeah, mate.
The brothers are eager to see how their concrete bench has set overnight.
That concrete's gone very hard. Oh.
Hey, that is not good.
No.
It's got a big hole at the bottom, bro.
Unfortunately, the concrete's colour is too dark because of too much graphite, and not vibrating it enough has caused too many air bubbles to form.
Well, what we were really hoping here is that it was completely smooth, like glass, Yeah. And invited you to sit on it.
Yeah.
That is not a nice, smooth finish, is it?
No, kind of feels like a bad concreting job.
Stressed out, to be honest. Could cost us the win, it could cost us 100,000, and cost us that almighty title of winning Dream Home.
Coming up,
Pressure's on, clock's ticking.
it's a frantic race to the finish.
Everyone walk like this on the deck.
We're coming to the wire.
And later, who will be crowned
It all comes down to our scores tonight.
the Dream Home winners?
It's all about who blows the socks off those judges.
I believe we can win this whole thing.
In Queensland, Reese and Liam have just discovered their prized bench seat is too dark and has several air bubbles.
Oh. Hey, that is not good.
No.
It's got a big hole at the bottom, bro.
The judges will not ream us for this because we will fix it.
We've got 70% white rock in this, so what I'm hoping is we grind it back and the white shows through and lightens it up. That actually looks pretty good, and I think it's going to blend into your trees, but it's up to you. It's your house.
I can tell you right now, myself and Shannon will not want a black seat, especially out here. I just, yeah, coat it.
Yeah.
Send it white.
Cover it in white.
Please cover it.
Madness, but sure. It's hard to do something fast when you're trying to do it right. It's not really a job you want to rush.
Anyone can take this out right now, so we're working as hard as we possibly can to pull this off, then win race at 100K.
Can you make that trowel move any quicker? Oh, mate, I'm doing my best.
It's the morning of the competition's final day.
We've literally got today. This place is going to be a dream backyard, or we are crashing and burning.
And in less than 24 hours,
How beautiful is trees coming through.
the judges will be evaluating these backyards.
Oh, I should have taken a javelin.
Down in Victoria, sisters Taylor and Ellie's river design is starting to take shape.
Oh my God, this looks amazing.
The river
The
is being
river's
formed.
actually taking You birthed a river. The judges are expecting that next level. They're definitely not expecting a river in the back of a back garden, and hopefully that's a good thing.
We've just fired up the pond.
Yeah? Yeah?
We're just filling it a little bit more so we can get the water level up.
Oh, look, all the water.
Under your path,
I can
yes.
see the water
You can see
trickling
it.
through. Oh, wow. The river's flowing. Oh, my gosh. Can you hear that river running? The trickle. That could not be more perfect.
To highlight the river, they've chosen to place down fine sand instead of grass. Around the river rocks, along the travertine pavers from the Alfresco area to the fire pit, and encircling the spa, all to achieve a more natural aesthetic.
It's so cool. Who has a river in their backyard? Ali.
Quite a natural garden. And I notice there's no turf areas.
No.
There's nowhere for kids to play. Are there any kids?
She's got no kids.
Yep.
Ali is obviously very big into Bambi. Her golden retriever. You know, Ali thought that it would be more stimulating for little Bambi instead of having a big patch of lawn, because it'll give her more activities. She can kind of sniff out skinks, she can trot in the water, she can lounge around sand. Like, there's so much for her to do in there.
Are you planning on having fish in the ponds?
I don't think so. Ali thinks Bambi might eat them. She eats everything. I think every decision we make, especially in these final moments, risks us losing the competition.
Sort of slides on.
How many people can you fit in this bad boy?
We call it an 8-seater.
God, I really do need more friends.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Chris is here. Big man, Chris. Does he like being
this
called that?
always. He fills us with both confidence and fear.
There were people breaking rocks in your front yard.
You gotta do what you gotta do to create this
You gotta break
river.
those rocks.
A river.
There's a river.
Where in these minds of yours did a river come in? Because it is left field.
It is left field,
Installing a river in someone's backyard is not the typical MO.
I think it looks at home here, though.
Are you not worried, like, that's so far left field?
It's definitely a risk, but I'm here to push boundaries.
This is not an average person's house. It's not an average person's backyard. I am an average person, but nothing around me right now is average.
This is a big competition that needs big design moves.
In New South Wales, married couple Lara and Peter are on their last day and are determined to finish their Mediterranean-inspired backyard.
The vision for the backyard was to feel like you're on holidays all the time. You don't need to go over to the Mediterranean Sea. You just need to come to Belrose.
Lara and Peter have crafted a backyard featuring an alfresco area, a fire pit adjacent to a small patch of lawn, an elevated pool, and a deck area all surrounded by garden beds.
This is much nicer than I thought it was going to be.
So now that the pool's sticking up a little bit, we built a garden bed around the edge of it just to try hide it a little bit, make it not stick out so much. So it'll look like it's meant to be there and not look like something that went wrong.
With the end of the day nearing, they still have to stain the deck, finish all the painting, pave the pool, and complete the landscaping.
Nothing to see here, but the message to everyone at home is dial before you dig. Ring the plumber and make sure he didn't put a pipe 1 foot down where you're about to plant.
And before getting into final touches, Peter is itching to test out his new prized possession, his fancy pants pool.
Oh, look at this.
All thanks to the modern-day mystical powers of his trusty pool filter.
The magic is happening.
We're on, look at that. We got movement. Oh yeah, we're rolling.
Starting to be happy with what I'm doing here. Final coat's going on, then I'll sand it back right at the end.
In Queensland, Reese has been working tirelessly in brother Liam's backyard to complete the rendering of their concrete bench seat.
Absolutely worn out, to be honest. Yeah, exhausted. My back hurts, but it's worth it.
Having the largest backyard in the competition, the boys have had to be strategic in their spending, taking on the task of concreting the bench seat for their fire pit area themselves. And it's been a cost-saving measure.
Fire pit's been a labour of love, hasn't it? Nearly finished.
Enabling them to allocate more resources to their larger elements such as the pool, cubby house and alfresco area.
H2O, baby.
Additionally, they've opted to screen off their garden with a fence to reduce its size.
Woo! That's some spraying! I decided to make a bold move of painting the boundary fence white. Reese threw on the option of going a dark colour, but I tried to stick with the safe route. I think it was the right move.
As the end of the day approaches, all three couples add their final touches.
Pressure's on, clock's ticking. Gotta get these perfect. Lara, what the hell have you got on your feet?
I'm protecting the deck.
I'm not appreciating that this is my house at this stage because I'm just trying to get it done.
Yeah,
boy. Beers.
I promised Reese that every time he'd come round, I'd make sure that's always full for him.
Pick up your feet! Everyone walk like this on the deck. Walk like this.
Eddie, I want more water in the pond. I want it to go to like here.
30 seconds, Reeso. We're gonna make this perfect, Reese. We need to win you that 100K.
30 seconds, Peter!
Just have to put these in and then we're done. The cushion. Oh.
This is actually mental. We're coming to the wire.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
2, 1.
Yeah!
Holy.
We did it. We finished every day.
God!
Every day.
You live here.
No, I don't. Someone fancy lives here. Looks great.
Looks great.
It looks so good.
What an effort.
Can't wait till our family see this.
What an effort, bro.
can't wait to have a beer in it, Reece.
Next up, the judges return.
Wow! Look at this.
For the final reveals of the series.
What a complete transformation.
It is unrecognisable.
I think it's so cleverly designed.
But not everyone hits the mark.
Kind of just looks like no man's land.
Feels very fake.
It's just so impractical.
And later,
I've decided to shake things up.
a shocking twist.
You're kidding.
This week, our top 3 finalists have pulled out all the stops to perfect the backyards of their newly renovated homes. But before anyone can secure the title of Dream Home winners and $100,000 off their mortgage, their outdoor spaces must impress 3 critical judges. Luxury buyer's agent Simon Cohen, renovation expert Lana Taylor, and award-winning interior designer Rosie Morley, who are travelling across Australia state to state to get their first glimpse of these backyard makeovers. The first couple up for judging is New South Wales duo Lara and Peter. Just 5 months ago, having their own dream home seemed so far out of reach.
So that's really great when you need to go get a big pot out.
When you start talking about what you want to do, and all you hear on the news is that the prices of materials going up, trade's going up, you come to a realisation that none of that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But with Lara taking charge...
Have you seen Lara?
Oh, shit, yeah. Hello, darling.
Shut up.
They put on their hard hats and got to work.
Wow, wow, wow!
Although these rookie renovators underestimated the challenge ahead.
The space is too small.
Is there any way of shrinking your island?
We already shrunk it heaps.
Why did you get so squeezed?
Ask the boys.
Encountering unforeseen clashes.
Because right now it feels like it's a bit of an attack.
No, we're not attacking. We're just saying...
We're just trying to sort it out.
And accusations.
You were yelling at us yesterday.
Am I attacking and yelling?
You're not, darling.
Say, stop being so competitive and fake.
Tension's been high?
Yes.
That pushed them to breaking point.
I just need a decision, guys. I know it's hard.
I'm just so overwhelmed. All I want to do right now is just lie down. I'm over it.
But every setback...
The thought of dropping out now, it'll be a hard pill to swallow.
Fueled their determination.
I personally think it will be the wow factor of the season.
The marble. It was a piece of art in itself. That facade, I was blown away. The best nursery I've ever been in my life. Not only is it my favourite kitchen, it's my favourite room in the entire series.
Oh my gosh!
And in every moment of joy, they stayed focused on one thing.
Now we surprised you.
Did surprise me. To show our kids that that's what we did. That means everything.
Now with their bond as strong as ever,
It's going to get very special cuddle tonight.
they are just one step away from their backyard win.
I can't wait to see what they've done with the backyard.
I know.
See if they've done enough to win the cash.
Oh my God. Wow. How did it go from a heels hoist and a shed to this?
It is unrecognisable. I love this sweep of the deck. All the curves are so soft and gentle, and your eyes is drawn to that pool.
I think it's so cleverly designed, so European, a Mediterranean masterpiece in literally 1 week.
Wow, look at this pool.
Oh, my goodness.
Love the colour. I love how it's elevated. They really worked to that concept of having visual hierarchy, of building a focus and everything flowing around that. I think that's why it is so successful.
This arch, this enclave, this little nook, very holiday vibes.
look at this. Wow. Straight from the kitchen to a beautiful dining deck.
This is a whole nother living space.
It's just a brilliant example of what alfresco living should be.
Oh, we've got a beer tap.
Oh, and it's
I got a little excited, girls. It's a real beer tap and a beer fridge. They have planned this perfectly.
wow. Fire
It's
pit.
a fire pit.
I do love how they've leaned into all the circles and the curves.
Yeah, the shapes are good, but it just looks so small. It's just underscaled.
One thing that I am struggling with a little bit is there's not a lot of lawn here. There's a lot of wasted space.
Yeah, I do think there was the opportunity to put more lawn down in this backyard.
I just wish they would have done something here. It kind of just looks like no man's land.
Now that you've drawn my attention over this way,
I know what you're going to say.
it's so hard to unsee that. When you have a pool, all of the equipment always comes with that, and they need to be thought through at the exact same time. It's really strange they've dropped the ball
It's
there.
all Lara or Peter, whoever's in the kitchen, is going to look at, like it's dead centre.
Yeah, just a very quick little timber screen put around it, painted the same colour as the boundary fence, that would vanish. It's a tough one.
It's really tough. There's a lot that I love about this backyard.
It's Mediterranean, it's relaxed. It looks great, but I feel like there's a lot of wasted space.
Few little areas where they could have done better. Let's go and see what the next backyard looks like. This is tough competition.
Oh, big
Off
time.
we go.
Next on the line for judging is Taylor and Ellie's backyard in Victoria. Just a short while ago, pro renovator Taylor encouraged Ellie to transform her 70s brick bungalow fit for a future family.
I actually really don't feel comfortable going to the toilet at your house.
And they entered the competition with one goal in mind.
We're here to win. We're definitely here to win, 100%.
They wasted no time in making bold decisions.
We'll put it in our bedroom. And there'll be the secret door. That looks so good. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Although some design choices were divisive.
I'm worried with how practical it is.
Age inappropriate.
However, they always wanted to do best for the homeowners and wouldn't let anything get in their way.
This is not a productive combo.
We're not getting anywhere because you're barking at me.
They embrace strategy.
You got 27.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's competition time. I'm literally just thinking of the end game. We have like at least 6 left over.
That's up.
Which often rubbed others the wrong way.
Do you think that we're lying? You didn't even let me finish.
I'm not going to let you finish.
Wowza.
But they stuck to their guns.
You've spent communal house money.
For Jordan and Jacinta, we would rather have a larger piece of art there.
And together,
You did an incredible job on that dining room.
the sisters thrived.
It felt luxe, rich, opulent, elegant Hollywood.
Your bathroom is perfection in a room.
Everything about that bathroom was perfect.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 from me.
After embracing their strengths and flaws,
We're the most unfun people ever, obviously.
they're on the verge of achieving what they set out to do.
We've been fighting so hard for so long. You may as well strive to win the thing, you know? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Woo, woo, woo. Wow.
Look at this. The Australian dream. We've got a barbecue, fridge is stocked.
I actually really love how it's neat and is hard up against that end wall.
It's so compact. Everyone's always dealing with limits of space, but this is so functional.
Oh my goodness. Oh! Wow.
Get out of town, we've got a creek.
Oh my God.
I have
Wow.
never seen anything like this.
It does have a really peaceful vibe out here.
It's just so gorgeous. Whoa!
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
watch your step there. I'll become your knight in shining armour. It's very rocky though, isn't it?
I love the open pergola. It just creates a vibe.
It's great. It's got a really lovely connection to the kitchen.
It's a very generous fire pit. I think it's the perfect size.
I mean, this is great, especially in this climate.
It's cute. You have your friends over, you sit around the fire, roast marshmallows. We've got a jacuzzi. Look at this.
Wow. Holy mother of jacuzzis.
That is so European. I think that's very cool. I mean, if they couldn't put a pool in, it's an all year round spa.
The colour of the fence is very dominant. I feel all I see is fence
That's a
in this
lot
area.
of fence. You do feel like you're quite caved in an outdoor space. I'm a bit concerned about this creek. I feel like we're missing lawn. Like, where's their lawn for their puppy?
Standing on the balcony, it felt like a really nice decision. Now, at the same level as it, it looks like a rock quarry. It feels like a waste of space.
There's something that's really bothering me about this now that I'm in it. A creek flows through a property. It doesn't have a very visible end and beginning.
Is it a pond?
You're right, it feels very fake.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's just so impractical.
We did say that we wanted them to wow us, impress us, take risks, and that's what they've done with the creek. And so it's a tricky one, you know, it was such a bold move.
I do like that they've broken it down into rooms, if you like.
For 1 week, this is quite remarkable.
The question is, how does it compare to the other backyards?
Off we go. Now, remember, watch your step. It's a little off-road here.
It's off-road.
We're going 4x4ing.
Next up, the judges assess Reese and Liam's backyard.
Holy moly.
This was their final roll of the dice. It's really going to be tough to decide the winner.
Then,
We've been working so hard to get to this day.
the final fateful feedback.
Everything we've done comes down to this moment.
While some left lasting impressions,
It blew me away.
I loved that.
I automatically felt like I was on holiday.
Others fell flat.
By far the biggest mistake I think you could have ever made.
A major rookie move.
What were you guys thinking?
And later,
I've decided to shake things up.
a twist sends shockwaves through the competition.
You're kidding.
We did not see that coming at all.
Our judges have been travelling state to state critiquing the transformations in our finalists' backyards, and have now landed up in Queensland to inspect the coastal oasis created by brothers Reese and Liam. It wasn't long ago that Liam faced budget challenges renovating his new house, seeking support from his best mate and brother.
Clean my back or am I cleaning yours?
Reno Reese, mate, he does it all.
As experienced tradies, they'd thought they'd seen it all.
Walking in this week feeling like Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee.
But building dream homes presented a different challenge altogether.
I'm not looking forward to telling Reese about this.
Well, it must have cracked on the way. That's not good.
Oh dear. I do not find it inspiring at all. You did nothing.
Together with mounting pressure.
You dropped the ball.
What a week to lose your mojo.
Damn you, Ray!
And sacrifices made along the way.
He left everything to come and help me.
Oh boy, he's 2 weeks and 2 days old.
Their bond was tested like never before.
We can't create a space unless we agree on a floor plan.
Well, you're not helping, mate.
You're a child.
I'll let the genius work it out himself.
But they persevered.
We'll take the hard one. We'll be having the competition shaking in their boots if we pull it off.
Pushing limits.
That is so Hollywood Hills.
/ Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion.
Blowing the judges away.
The kitchen is a knockout.
These boys from Brisbane Vegas have a clue.
Week
You made the laundry feel like a very special place.
after week.
Your facade transformation was spectacular.
Your kitchen, you were innovative, creative, nailed the brief.
Emerging stronger than ever.
Here you go, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
One more.
Now they're determined to claim the grand prize.
You're getting your dream home, buddy.
You might be getting 100K.
Might be.
Might.
If I cannot go tonight,
Holy moly.
Wow!
What a complete transformation.
This is an entirely different space we last saw. It really feels like an oasis.
I love it. It's bright, it's fresh, you're entertaining. It just flows so seamlessly this way.
Yeah, I'm into the planning.
Have a look at this.
Wow.
How cool. You just sit here, watch TV, kids in the pool.
No matter where you are in this backyard, it's designed for social family interaction. Girls over there having a drink, boys slaving away at the barbecue.
Me in the pool. Well, just lying over there getting a couple of rays, you know, for that all year round glow.
Yeah, and the idea of an open pavilion, I mean, it's just so quintessentially Brisbane.
These types of fans, each blade is the shape of a leaf, which just mirrors all the landscaping around here. I mean, look at all the plants.
Yeah, it's
Look at
really
them.
lush.
I love that they've put this mature palm in the back here. Ties back to that major statement tree at the front, so it all connects. I think these mature trees are just a winner.
All right, so let's check out this cubby house.
Oh, that is cute as a button. I love that.
I think it's Liam's doghouse.
Yeah, more like it.
That's really clever how they have screened off a section of the yard for like clothesline, bins and whatever stuff you don't want to see in the oasis.
Wow, this is cool.
I love the crazy pave they've done here, which is very coastal, ties in beautifully with this rendered form they've created.
What I love is the choice of material. It feels so anchored and permanent. There is one thing that's killing me though. This paved area is inverse. When sparks are flying, you need hard surface all around the fire pit. The form here should have been one sweeping curve to really hold this space.
The thing that's killing me is the white fence. The boundary fence really should be a dark colour so that it drops away and all you see is the greenery, because all I can see is the white behind us there.
Such a good point.
To have built this in 7 days is just incredible. For families and resale value, lawn for the kids to play, which I think is so important. It is a backyard with something for everyone, and that's hard to do.
What a backyard. I mean, this was their final roll of the dice for the boys, and they've pulled out a yard that has got so much going for it. It's really going to be tough to decide the winner.
After 5 months of blood, sweat and tears, 6 remarkable homes have been created. Collectively increasing in value by over $5.5 million, making 6 dreams come true. Tonight, we will discover which lucky couple's hard work has truly paid off, as our top 3 couples face their final judgment. But only one will win the jaw-dropping prize of $100,000 off their mortgage and claim the title of Dream Home winners for 2024.
I'm super proud of us.
It is crazy that we've come this far and actually got here.
Even with 12 tonne of asbestos and losing a day and a half, it's a massive achievement. We just hope that it pays off and we did a really good job to take home even more than what we have already taken home.
We have sacrificed a lot to be on this.
At 7 days old, I left my son at home. I left my missus to look after him. I left my 3-year-old daughter.
I've helped Liam deliver his dream home, and walking away without winning this week would be heartbreaking.
The leaderboard is wiped clean, which means it all comes down to our scores tonight. It is up to any of us to take it out. just whoever did the most and did the right things in terms of the judges' eyes. If I could say one thing to the final two couples, it would be I'm sorry for winning. Sorry.
I'm sorry, we did a really good job.
So sorry.
Apologies.
Hey! They've arrived. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Wow.
Looking forward. First time.
How are we?
Amazing.
Wow.
Welcome to the Dream Home Grand Finale. And welcome to Nautilus, Australia's ultimate dream home. This award-winning masterpiece won Australia's House of the Year and proves dreams can come true, especially if they have 50 million real dollars behind them. But tonight, we are here to celebrate your hard-earned dream homes and the sacrifices you have made week after week, turning them into reality. The grand finale is what it's all been leading towards. Every design dispute, every budget battle, every reno roadblock, it has been to win the grand prize. And tonight, one couple will walk away with not only a dream home and a dream backyard, but also $100,000 to take off your mortgage thanks to UE Insurance. Yeah. Lara, how would $100,000 off your mortgage change yours and Peter's lives?
With the way interest rate rises are, with the way cost of living is, with having 2 kids, to throw $100,000 at our mortgage that easily is not something that we would ever be able to do. So for us, it is life-changing. Nothing could top that, nothing.
Taylor, what would $100,000 off your mortgage, what sort of difference would that make to your young family?
I've been saving for my dream home my whole life. It makes me one step closer to having my own dream home, and it would be the biggest goal of my life to be able to build that.
Reece, you have a young family. How would $100,000 off your mortgage change your life?
Yeah, for me, it's been a massive sacrifice to be here. I left Bowie at 7 days old. It was pretty hard. I've watched them grow over the phone, basically. Winning 100K would honestly change my life and fast track my next stage of my life.
Well, fingers crossed. This is it. We have reset the scoreboard. Therefore, our final outcome hinges on how our judges evaluate and score your backyards this evening. Time for the final fateful feedback. Up first, it's Taylor and Ellie.
Oh. Oh. Okay, hold me, please.
This is it. Time for the final fateful feedback. Up first, it's Taylor and Ellie.
Oh. Oh. Okay, hold me, please.
Taylor and Ali. When I walked out onto that balcony and looked out to the bush setting, wow. I did not know I was in the suburbs. It blew me away.
I loved your deck. The elevation was beautiful and the way we could see all the trees.
By having a deck lead straight out off your living area in any home is a massive plus.
I also loved how you organised the backyard. You created very clear destinations.
I really love that you put a fire pit in. Absolute tick. And I really love that you put that jacuzzi in, something you can use all year round.
But the fence around it was quite dominant and dark and high.
The fence and the sand kind of made it feel like a bit of a zoo enclosure. But I have to say, the creek was by far the biggest mistake I think you could have ever made. It was almost dangerous walking around your backyard. We really had to be cautious about where we stepped.
It was lovely when elevated, looking down on it. But at ground level, it just looked a little bit fake. It looked like it was just plonked in the middle of the yard.
The creek flows through a property. You don't often see the beginning or the end. Just felt almost like a set.
In a backyard, grass is so valuable from a resale perspective, from a lifestyle perspective. And I think, unfortunately, not putting that in this week was quite a mistake.
It was a huge risk you took with the creek. Sadly, it was good from far, but far from good.
Taylor and Ellie, how do you feel right now having that feedback?
Even when we decided to do the creek, we were like, it's gonna either make us or break us. But for Ali and I, it was the right move. It makes sense to us, it makes sense to how we grew up, and yeah, I love it. We were definitely dealt with a really, really tough garden. We had to do a big, bold move, and I still stand by it.
I mean, who can say they have a river in their backyard? Come on. Seriously.
Lara and Peter, it is now time to hear the judges' feedback on your backyard.
We opened your front door, and from that exact spot, I was blown away by your backyard. It was beautiful and absolutely the Mediterranean coastal vision that the rest of your house has become.
I was punched in the face. I think the fact that you created 2 great destination decks right off your living areas was very clever. You go from your kitchen to your dining, you've got great kitchenette, beautiful pitch ceilings. It was just the penultimate for any family.
Your pool area, the way you made it a destination by putting it up on a level. I loved that. It's like it was sort of up in the sky saying, look at me.
The visual hierarchy was impeccable. Just drawn directly on an angle to the furthest corner of the backyard. So well done.
That arch was just beautiful. It just felt so elegant.
Despite the beautiful details, I could not overlook all the pool services that were screaming at me. It was a major rookie move.
It needed to be screened, covered. It just broke the illusion of the beautiful alfresco Aussie backyard.
The fire pit, underscaled, so tiny, it was like a little doll's house.
The biggest flaw for me was the wasted space. Off your main dining room, it was just kind of no man's land. You could have had more grass and more usable area in that house.
There was so much garden, so much mulch. The grass wasn't big enough for that size of yard.
Considering the obstacles you guys overcame, is it just a relief to even hear your backyard being described as fabulous, as fantastic?
Oh, yeah.
To be honest, didn't think we would have a finished backyard. We came across 12 tonnes of asbestos underneath our
So we got shut down for a day and a half.
Oh, God.
So we thought, game over. So the fact that we had a finished backyard and that you're speaking of some things highly,
Yeah.
we'll take it.
We're happy to make it. The fact
Yeah.
that we finished that was all time.
Good work.
Yeah.
You should be so incredibly proud of yourselves,
Yeah.
honestly.
We are,
We
yeah.
are.
Literally good on you.
Yeah.
It was hectic.
There was so much going on in our backyard. I mean, we were worried that it wasn't even going to be finished. So there were definitely some things that were an oversight. Silly things like not covering a pool pump to potentially cost you 100 grand.
That'll be a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, that's a kick yourself moment for sure.
All right, next up, it's Reese and Liam. Have you guys done enough to wow our judges?
Let's hope so.
Boys, I felt like I'd stepped into a complete oasis. You absolutely created a tropical dream out there, perfect for the Queensland setting.
I automatically felt like I was on holiday. You created a whole separate living area, which for any family home is just a massive tick.
The scale of the pavilion in relation to the home, it all worked in harmony. I love that so much.
The pool was in the perfect position. For any family home, for mum and dad to be in the kitchen, to be able to see the kids swimming and playing in the pool is an absolute tick. There was a beautiful plot of lawn, which, if it hasn't become obvious, is something that's very important to me. And I love that little cubby house. I think your kids are gonna love it. It's gonna be, whether you like it or not, a draw card for all your kids' friends to come over and play.
I actually think the best design move you made was screening off with another fence part of your backyard for all the stuff that you don't want to see when you've got guests over, like a clothesline, bins.
The fact that you designated an area for all of that mess was really well done, and it meant you could focus on your social spaces.
However, that fire pit, what were you guys thinking? Curving it in instead of out. It just kind of cut the fire pit area right off.
The shape of it, totally incongruent with the form. It really should have flowed out, and you had the space.
The biggest mistake, landscaping 101, is you don't paint your boundary fence white. If you'd painted it a dark colour, it would have receded into the background and all those lush plants would have been what I looked at. It stuck out like a sore thumb, and that's all I could see.
I reckon these are the most serious faces I've seen from the two of you.
It's the most serious time. I'm so nervous because everything I've done for the last 5 months, everything we've done, comes down to this moment. And I really want to win.
This is it. For the final time, you will hear your scores. These results will determine the winners of Dream Home and the couple walking away with $100,000 off their mortgage. With the stakes so high, I've decided to shake things up.
What?
Oh, no.
In a twist that will send shockwaves through the competition, the judges won't be the only ones scoring your renovations tonight.
You're kidding.
Also scoring your backyards and deciding who wins the grand prize will be the 3 couples who left us last week.
We did not see that coming at all.
It's so great to see you.
Likewise.
Thank you.
And it's going to be even better to hear your opinions.
This is making me really nervous now, freaking me out.
Earlier this week, our bottom 3 couples travelled around Australia to visit each of the backyards. With their first stop in Queensland, here's what they had to say on Reese and Liam's backyard.
Yes, boys! It's like the great Australian dream. It actually feels like a wellness retreat.
I wouldn't have placed the palm tree.
The palm tree's not that big, Jordan.
Like, I can't even see the fire pit from here.
Then just move your head. Oh, look, fire pit.
Reese is going to be living at Liam's house after this.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get them to invite us over for a barbecue.
We're going to have to invite them over to do our backyard.
They then travelled all the way down to Victoria to Taylor and Ellie's backyard.
What's this? Woo! This feels very luxe.
It feels truly magical what they've created in a week.
It feels really
Zen.
tranquil.
The Yarra. It's like the Yarra in the backyard.
The brown Yarra.
Definitely wouldn't wear heels or a maxi dress or anything you don't want to get dirty back here.
And their final stop was up north to New South Wales to view Lara and Peter's backyard.
Oh my God! It feels like a resort.
It does.
It does. I love the colour of
just
this
such
pool.
a vibe.
It's like a whole Instagram moment.
What a vibe with the art. Yeah, I like the fact that you're a little bit undercover.
And he's surrounded by nature, serenity now.
I do feel like I'm about to fall off the back.
Yeah, it's a bit tight.
Oh my God, there's so much hair in it.
Oh my God.
Got a good head on it. We'll let that rest for a little bit.
You did that on national television, babe.
Was it tough to decide who had the best backyard?
Yes, it was absolutely the most difficult thing I think any of us had to decide.
All right, well, here is how it is going to work. The returning couples will collectively score each backyard out of 10. This score will then be combined with the judges' scores, bringing the maximum total you can receive this evening to 40. Jacinta, what did you all score Taylor and Ellie's backyard?
Taylor and Ellie, you had us all saying wow. The second we leant over that balcony and we saw, we're going to call it an artwork of that water feature you'd created in that backyard. But unfortunately, we did find the backyard a little impractical. We are scoring you an 8 out of 10.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jacinta. Lana, what did you score Taylor and Ellie's backyard?
Your top deck was fantastic and the view from there was brilliant. But putting a creek in the middle of the yard felt like a massive wasted opportunity. So I'm scoring you an 8 out of 10.
Thank you. Thanks.
I have loved your designs throughout this entire competition, but your backyard was overdone and underutilised. I'm giving you a 7.5 out of 10.
Thank you. Thanks.
The balcony and the hot tub were great, but unfortunately, the creek and the sand really made it feel to me like I was in a zoo. So I'm giving you a 7.5 out of 10.
Thank you. Thanks.
Taylor and Ellie, that brings your total to 31 out of 40. Lara and Peter, let's hear if you've done enough to topple Taylor and Ellie.
Your backyard was a Mediterranean backyard delight. We are scoring you a 9.5 out of 10.
Oh,
Nice.
I absolutely loved your dream backyard. The amazing destination pool you created, I just loved it and I could have stayed all day. If only there'd been a bit more grass. But I'm giving you a 9.5 out of 10.
Yes. Nice.
Thank you.
Not covering up all of the pool pump and equipment, that really broke my heart. But the levels and destinations in your backyard were really fantastic. I felt like I was on holidays. So I am giving you a 9.
Very happy with that. Thank you.
They're all big scores, but this next one is especially important. Simon, your score, please.
Lara, Pete, I loved your backyard. I think you did a great job with the pool, the arch, the daybed. But your oversight, too many garden beds and too little grass, and really that exposed pool pump. That's why I'm scoring you a 9 out of 10.
Thank you.
So, Lara and Peter, that gives you a total of 37 out of 40.
Yeah.
And that puts you in the lead into the top spot on the leaderboard. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you, everyone.
Well done.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
With that score, I am sorry to say, Taylor and Ellie, that does put you out of the race. But, wow, you have had some moments this series. You have astounded, you have wowed the judges, and so many highlights. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Well, next up, it is Reese and Liam for our final scores of the series. You need a total of 37.5 to beat Lara and Peter. So let's hear if you've done enough to knock them off the top spot and take the win.
In no way, shape or form did we start this competition thinking that there was any chance of us standing here right now.
But after seeing what we've achieved and after seeing our backyard, I believe we can win this whole thing.
It is time to find out who has done enough to win Dream Home 2024 and take home $100,000. Will it be Lara and Peter, or will it be Reese and Liam? Reese and Liam, you need a total of 37.5 to beat Lara and Peter. So let's hear if you've done enough to knock them off the top spot and take the win. Jacinta, what did the group score Reese and Liam's backyard?
You had us all screaming at the door how jealous we were of your backyard. We are scoring you boys a 9.5 out of 10.
Thank you. Thank you.
How about that? The same score you gave Lara and Peter.
I was so impressed with the design and planning of your backyard. I just wish that you curved out that fire pit area and painted the fence a dark colour. I'm giving you a 9.5 out of 10.
This is an oasis. It really felt like we were in a lush garden. But painting the fence white really cost you. So I'm giving you a 9 out of 10.
Reese and Liam, you need a 9.5 from Simon to beat Peter and Lara and be our dream home champions. Oh. Deep breath, everyone.
Boys, you created a holiday in your backyard. You nailed the brief, the palm trees, the atmosphere. It was just a vibe. However, that white fence killed the mood. I just don't know why, with such detail and eye, you let it stick out so much and almost potentially ruin a beautiful box-ticking backyard. But I still loved it. That's why I'm giving you a 9.5 out of 10.
That moment, the best feeling ever. Liam, I put everything into this competition for you, and it's all paid off. Taking $100,000 off my mortgage is going to be life-changing for myself, for my family, and it means the world to me.
With a total of 37.5 out of 40, Reese and Liam, you have won Dream Home for 2024.
Can't believe that we did it. You get your 100K, got the dream home and backyard. Doing this with Reese is the most exciting and most meaningful thing about this whole competition. We're coming away from this proud of every part that we've put in, and we're walking away both winners.